Superman, in the original comic book, could leap tall buildings in a single bound. But then he had to come right back down to Earth because he didn't fly. It wasn't until the 1940s, when animators for a new animated series decided it would be too difficult to draw him bending his knees all the time, so it was decided that Superman could take off into the air. Readers got to see smooth animation, and a superhero gained a new power. The first computer was originally built at the University of Pennsylvania's School of Engineering, in 1946, and was called ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. It weighed 60,000 pounds and took up a room larger than most studio apartments. Shortly after construction, ENIAC was sent off to the military, where it was used to calculate ballistic trajectories with frightening accuracy. When you see footage of astronauts floating peacefully in space, do you ever wonder, what do space smells like? Some astronauts said that the space does have a distinct odor that hangs around post-spacewalk. They've described it as hot metal or searing steak. When Maria Paraskeva, a woman from Cyprus, got married in August 2018, her goal wasn't just to say "I do." She was also determined to set a record. "My dream as a child has always been to break the Guinness World Record title for the longest wedding veil," she said. She fulfilled her dream by wearing a lace veil that stretched 22,843 feet and 2.11 inches, or as long as 63.5 football fields. While Scotland proudly boasts the Loch Ness Monster, one of the world's most famous fabled creatures, the country made another mythical beast for its national animal, the unicorn. Although this might seem like an odd choice, Visit Scotland explains that unicorns played an integral role in the country's history. Back in the 12th century, William I used the proud beast in the Scottish royal coat of arms. Bees are notorious for their stings, but humans aren't the only ones who experience this pain. In protecting their hives from outsiders, some guard bees will stay by the entrance and sniff the bees that come in. If there's a rogue bee from another hive trying to steal some nectar, the guard bee will bite and even sting the intruder. A 2013 UK study observed young children and recorded the questions they asked the adults around them. The children tended to turn to their mothers for answers, and these moms could end up answering an average of nearly 300 questions per day, or one question every 2.5 minutes. The moms reported that the hardest questions they were asked included: why is water wet? And what are shadows made of? Entomologists have estimated that there are at least 1 million trillion insects, and only 1% of that number is ants, according to the BBC. And if you took all those ants, about 10,000 trillion, and put them on one side of a giant scale, you could almost put all of the people in the world onto the other and balance things out. Since then a lot of things changed. Francis Ratniks, professor of apiculture at the University of Sussex, told that this might have held true around 2,000 years ago. The letter E is the most commonly used vowel, appears in around 11% of all words in the English language, according to Oxford dictionaries. The next most popular letter was A, which appears in around 8.5% of all words. The least common letter is Q, which appears in just 0.2% of words. A small valley near Vulcan in Panama is the world's healthiest place to live, according to a 2018 report by International Living. Called Shangri-La Valley, the area is home to beautiful scenery, a low cost of living, and a significantly longer life expectancy than the surrounding areas. All in all, the world's healthiest areas have some common factors, according to the ranking: a warm climate, an active social scene, healthy food, and a slower pace of life that makes for less daily stress.